and the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it is Sunday, and you know what that means? It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, FedEx, and of course, that KG outlaw, Waylon Jennings. It is the weekly purchases, and a big week of weekly purchases, full of stuff through the door this week. Not sure how many rounds we're going to get to, I guess you'll see shortly here, but a lot of stuff to unpack this week in weekly purchases. But before we get there, we got some housekeeping. Got to thank Jay'sToysAndGames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. And man, oh man, tons of stuff through the door at Jay's. You're going to see that later on today. Thanks to Jay's Toys and Games for sponsoring the channel. And if you want to sponsor the channel, reach out to TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. Hit me up, and my wife Angie will deal with that. Sure, maybe not. But we're going to dive into it here today. Patreon update. We got giveaway, our traditional giveaway going on for the month of October. It is Sting. And we also got a giveaway where anybody is eligible. You sign up to be a paid or free member of the Patreon. Anybody has a chance to get this. It is Nosferatu Ben Cooper Kids. It is Frankenberry from Jada Toys. And it is the Ultimate Gremlin. One winner will win all three of those figures. And I will be drawing that maybe sometime the first week of November, so stay tuned. It will be a Patreon video, so you have to watch on Patreon to see who wins. But you can be a free member of the Patreon. Check it out, link in the description below. Appreciate all the support. And we got a brand new video series coming to Patreon here. Some of you guys may or may not know, I've talked about it the last couple of weeks. I did win free wings for a year. Yes, free wings for a year, Todd McFarlane. You're getting 0 of those wings because you didn't help me with that McFarlane 66 Batmobile. That's the problem. I missed the pre-orders and all that, sold out everywhere. What am I going to do? I'll have to track one down somewhere. It'd be nice if Todd would hook me up, but yeah, we know how that goes. But very excited for that Batmobile here in the future, but very excited for Buffalo Wings all year. Got to get a deal. Nothing beats free wings. I get 7 wings free each week. So my wife and I, every single week, we're going to film a video. We're going to go through every single sauce they have, every single dry rub over there. You know a thing or two about a dry rub, Todd McFarlane. We're going to go through all of them. It'll be a special video series, Patreon exclusive. So check it out, another video over there. On top of my pizza reviews, early access, the podcast early, everything else under the sun. It's all happening on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships as well. And speaking of the podcast this week, a wild episode of the podcast. Crazy stuff. People saying I'm political. Apparently there's Reddit forums out there dedicated to me being political. So I touch on some of that this week. All the other usual craziness that goes on in the podcast each and every week as well. Now, this coming Tuesday, it's going to be our special Halloween edition. We got costumes. We got it all going down. So check out the Kyle Peterson Show. Available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found. Video cast on YouTube early for Patreon members, YouTube channel members. So you guys can have that available to that right now. So check it out. Appreciate the support on the podcast, the Patreon, the channels, all that kind of fun stuff. We're dangerously close to 55,000 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. We're on the road to 100. It's a slow walk, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Maybe. If I make it that long, you never know. More stuff going on this week. Iron Maiden announcing a tour. You know I'm here for that. We've talked about Rush. I'm going to go see Rush sometime next summer. It looks like September 19th, Shakopee, Minnesota. Beautiful this time of year. Top front, you ever been to Shakopee, Minnesota? I have. I actually have to go up there in like 2 weeks and give a presentation. So I'm going to scout the area out a little bit, but there's a brand new amphitheater, Iron Maiden with Megadeth on the final tour. Sign me up all day long, twice on Sunday. I'll be at that one. But speaking of something I'll be at a little bit sooner is the Kane County Toy Show. If you're watching this weekly purchases, I am boots on the ground at the Kane County Toy Show right now, just outside of Chicago, St. Charles, Illinois. Pretty beautiful this time of year. You know, Jenny McCarthy lives in St. Charles, Illinois. Yeah, Jenny, I'm coming for you. You got that Wahlberg stink on you. One of these days, I'm going to tell the story, Tom McFarlane, about me and Mark Wahlberg. Now, Donnie is a guilty by association, is what he is. But Mark Wahlberg and I, business dealings, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that one of these days. Maybe I'll wait till I retire from the company I work for before I talk about it too much. But maybe not. You never know. But that will be a podcast story one of these days. But Kane County Toy Show, not really looking for anything, but I know it when I see it. So I will be checking that out. I'll say hi to some people. I'm sure I'll run into some people along the way. Always a good time at the Kane County Toy Show, so I'll be there. So a lot going on, but one thing that's not going on this week is no question of the week. So Angie, she gets the weekend off. She doesn't have to come here. We're going to get into it. We're going to go straight into the weekly purchases. All right, time for round number 1 of weekly purchases. A lot of stuff through the door this week, and we're going to start it off with our good friend from the couch, Todd McFarlane, doing his couch thing here today. And we're going to start off extra hot. We got the Penguin, Batman Return style. Check that one out, coming to the channel very, very soon. And you can't have Penguin without a little Batman. Michael Keaton Batman Returns. Looking good. Once again, I've said it in some reviews, my favorite Batman movie. We also got the Catwoman, looking only like she could look, in the Batman Returns McFarlane toy line there. And how about a little Peacemaker, a guy that wants peace at all costs, and he'll do anything to get it. John Cena stars as Peacemaker. Can't wait to dive into this figure as well. The hits keep on coming. Jay's Toys and Games. We got Dr. Midnight here. We got the regular edition. And guess what else Jay's got in? They got in the Chase edition as well, the Platinum. So I got both versions of Dr. Midnight Collector's Edition through the door this week. Jay'sToysAndGames.com, our friends over there once again. We got a little Super Friends action. How about the latest wave of the Super Friends? Bizarro. We got Brainiac. And I don't know if you're like me, but Brainiac to me is a full-on robot. That's what he was with the Kenner Superpower figures. And in my brain, I've never been able to get past that. He's always been a robot for me. Knocking things around. We got Aquaman. Why wouldn't we? I accidentally bought 2 of the Bizarro Supermen. So wait for another giveaway. Giveaways all the time on the channel. We're going to give one of those away if you're interested. Get a little bit of the Wonder Twins action, one half of them. And then we got Batman Bizarro edition as well this week. So latest and greatest Super Friends wave through the door. I did already unbox this one on the channel. It is the Joker Page Puncher, the new Joker that just recently came out. Check out the review on the channel. Some people are saying that is my Citizen Kane of reviews, that Joker video I did this week. You had Rockapella. We had Todd McFarlane. You had my dad. You obviously had me involved, and a whole lot more. So there was a lot that went into that review, and you know how it is. It's free-flowing in these reviews, and it was a wild one. It was a wild one. Check it out if you have not. How about Adam Smasher and the Spectre? 2-pack, a little deluxe, a little re-release, kind of. We'll dive into it in an unboxing video. You guys know how we do. And second to last, but not least, I already unboxed this on the channel. I think this came last Sunday after I filmed weekly purchases already. Unboxed it on the channel. Check it out. Oh my gosh. It's a box of Quackers is what it was. But it is the duck with the penguin with his coat that came with the Commando penguins. A lot of fun with the Batman Returns as of late. And last but not least for round number 1, Toonie Terrors Walmart Art the Clown Santa Claus edition through the door. But there it is. That's round number 1. Bring on round number 2. All right, time for round number 2 of weekly purchases, and I think I got everything ready for round 2. No championship rounds, no round number 3, but a big round number 2. And let's dive in and let's continue the McFarlane train. How about Hush Edition Riddler? You got to go to Jay'sToysAndGames.com. Use code Kyle. Save yourself 15%. All the new McFarlanes in stock right now over there at Jay's. Batgirl included. She's up for stock over there as well if you need her. Looking very good. How about Scarecrow? A lot of people want this Scarecrow figure. That one through the door this week. The hits keep on coming all the way to Earth 2 with Batman Earth 2. Not sure about this mustache-like look on him. It looks like he's got a mustache going on. I don't know, but we'll dive into those figures on the channel. And how about perfect for Halloween? We're going to dive into the Monsterverse. Godzilla, Wonder Woman 2-pack. Not sure how I feel about this one. We're going to definitely talk about it when we do unbox it. Why wouldn't we talk about it? But I don't know. I wish we could have got something different here. But once again, we'll talk about it in the review. Stay tuned for that. That is a big one. That's a big one right there. And the hits keep on coming. I did pick up another Billy Gunn. All the stores around me have knocked Billy Gunn down to $7.49. The rest of them are at $12. I should take that back. I did see a Terry Funk for $7.49. But a good one for fodder customization. You need an extra cowboy hat. You need extra accessories. Not a bad figure for $7.49, and great for toy drives because nothing makes little kids that are down on their luck, you know, the kids that don't have a lot, nothing makes them happier around Christmas time when they get a Billy Gunn figure. They don't want Bart Gunn. They just want Billy Gunn by himself. You know, a little 5-year-old, he'd be so happy with this. We know how that goes. But we also know that we got to get the Super Scroll through the door. Already unboxed it. Check out the review. Once again, New York Comic-Con exclusive, con exclusive for the end of the year for Hasbro, whatever we want to call it. Super Scroll, we unboxed it on the channel. Got to give a special Good Brother shout out to Good Brother Dominic. He reached out to me and said, "Are you still looking for this?" And I said, yeah, I am still looking for it. He said he wanted to send it my way to thank me for all the videos on the channel. It's something that was on my hard to find list for 2025. It is the Wendy Chu Chase edition here. Now, like most main events these days, bent, beat up. We've seen that a lot with main event figures. Doesn't matter to me. I'm an opener, but I'm very appreciative of Dominic sending this my way. I needed this one in my collection. He found it at his local Walmart, so there's hope for all of us. There's hope for all of us. So Wendy Chu through the door. Speaking of New York Comic-Con this week, how about the Shredder exclusive? Oh, it's a train conductor here. It's an engineer at the end of the day is what he is. But we got that one through the door. We'll unbox that on the channel. Hits keep on coming. Mattel Creations. I think we ordered this Tuesday and I got it in the mail on Friday. It is Stingor. First seen at San Diego Comic-Con. An amazing looking figure. Never heard of him. He's made up for this, but man, this is a fun one. This feels like something that could have been once upon a time. Stingor through the door. How about a little major pod this week? 1 of 500 Brian Myers. I ordered another one of these. I said, you know, maybe I need this in my collection. Maybe I'll sell it down the road. Worst case scenario, I'll get my money back, I am sure. But this one is available right now, as we know. So got a little reading material this week. Look what I picked up, a little book. You know me, I'm a vivacious reader. Oh, love a good book. Got the old Joe Bob drive-in book here, re-released from back in the day. Expanded edition, hardcover. Check it out if you're into Joe Bob Briggs and the rest of the gang. Another country western aficionado, shirt-wise, just like me. Brother in arms, you could even say. Wingnut Screw Loose came from Walmart. I forgot all about this one and just showed up this week. So not a bad day at the office. We've had a lot of Wingnut and Screw Looses. Now we got another one. And the hits keep on coming. Hasbro Pulse ordered the Rogue Gambit 2-pack. So that one came through the door this week. Already unboxed it on the channel. Give it a watch if you have not already. How about this one? Have not opened it up. We'll do a video on it. It is a UFC box from PMI Toys. Thanks to PMI Toys for sending this my way. They said, hey, would you do an unboxing? Would you check it out? And I said, sure, why not? Why not? So I'm hoping they're full of Boss Rutan, Mark the Hammer Coleman, Don Fry, all the UFC legends in here. Probably not, but we're going to dive into it. Stay tuned for that video on the channel. How about a little Super 7 Ultimate G.I. Joe Python Patrol Destro? I don't know about this one here. I'm not sure about him being a member of the Python Patrol. We've seen it in the reaction figures, now the Ultimates. But one thing I know for certain, Todd McFarlane, everybody knows this. Everybody watching this knows this. We know about true leaders, and we know about the true leader at G.I. Joe. And we know it's about my boy Flint, also the Tiger Force leader of G.I. Joe, a guy that gets around. He's got, there's only so many hours in the day, but Flint makes it work. He's a true leader, and we got him from Super 7 in the Tiger Force regalia. You know we're here for that. We're also here for Ringside Collectibles. Use code Kyle, save 10%. Got the newest wave of Defining Moments figures. Check out the unboxings on the channel once again. Defining Moments looking good. Uh-oh, we're almost done. I think we might be done. I'm looking around. We got one thing left, and I grabbed this at Jay's Toys and Games. Saw this one come off the truck, and I said, oh, they caught me at a weak moment. I pulled the trigger on it. We'll unbox it this week. Perfect for Halloween. The 12-inch Art the Clown Terrifier figure from Trick or Treat Studios. So I did pick this one up. It truly is the Art the Clown holiday season this year, as he is the new shiny toy in the horror villains, and looks pretty good. So we'll unbox that amongst all this other stuff over the next couple of weeks, hopefully. But that's it. That is the weekly purchases. That is enough. We'll see if I find some stuff at the toy shows I'm going to this weekend. A lot on the docket this weekend. No rest for the wicked, Ozzy Osbourne style, as we always say. But what did you pick up this week? What did you grab out there on the hunt? What came through the door for you? Let me know in the comments down below. And you made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day on both channels. Always helps the channel when you subscribe and give it the old thumbs up. Check out Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Tons of content, bonus content, extra content over there. And best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel, Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com if you want to send a question for the question of the week or leave a comment down below. And then, of course, my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. Special Halloween edition coming to you this Tuesday or right now on YouTube channel memberships or Patreon. So there it is. That's another week of weekly purchases. You know what I'm doing? I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way into another work week.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?